Good morning, Salem High. I'm Ethan, and today is Friday, October 9th, 2020. This week's quote of the week is, "If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door." It's Hubie Halloween week on the Salem High News today, case in point this backdrop, as we'll be doing a review of that very film, as well as making comparisons between it and Hocus Pocus. Now, unless you've been living under a rock over the past week, Hubie Halloween hit Netflix this past Wednesday. So what else is there to do but to go to our main segment for today, a review of it here on the Salem High News. So without further ado, let's go to that right now. Hubie Halloween. As I mentioned in the intro, this film hit Netflix this past Wednesday. Hubie Dubois, played by Adam Sandler, loves Halloween, but it doesn't love him back as he's been picked on by pretty much everyone he comes across, to the point where it becomes tradition for fellow residents of Salem, Massachusetts. However, he still hopes his neighbors have a happy and safe Halloween each year. Now, despite the Salem setting, Hubie Halloween wasn't as great as I hoped. Sure, there's a few laughs thrown in here and there, but for a majority of the film, it's mostly just fart jokes and crazy, over-the-top humor that just makes this almost like a cringe salad sandwich. Typical, am I right? It was funny in Happy Gilmore, but not anymore. Also, this has plenty of jump scares thrown in here and there, but most of which scared Hubie more than it scared me. Oh, and now, as a side note, may I point out that the mayor of Salem in this film isn't Kim Driscoll, and that last time I checked, we don't have a commercial radio station? And no, Salem State's WMWM doesn't count. Well, at least you have a dedication to Cameron Boyce at the end, so that's a plus. And as I mentioned earlier, for the Salem setting, the film gets points for that. Also, Salem High School yearbook. Extra points because this is the Salem High News. Coincidence? Actually, yes, but don't expect to find those senior superlative pages anywhere in our 1984 yearbook. Now, before I give out my final score, let's do a compare and contrast between this film and another film set right here in Salem, Hocus Pocus. Without further ado, roll it. First off, let's point out the similarities. Both films are set here in Salem, both films use the Common as a shooting location, among other Salem landmarks, as well as sound stages in Los Angeles, and most of all, both films are set on Halloween night. As for the differences, Hocus Pocus was released for the big screen in 1993, ironically during the summer, whereas Hubie Halloween was intended for Netflix from the start. Also, one is more family-friendly than the other, Hocus Pocus being a Disney film was rated PG, and Hubie Halloween is slightly more mature-oriented as it got a PG-13. Finally, Hocus Pocus has sort of a fantasy element throughout. Case in point, the Sanderson sisters, Thackeray's cat form he takes on for a bulk of the film, and of course a magic spell being placed on the children of Salem. Hubie Halloween, on the other hand, is more comedic in nature, as with most other films from Happy Madison Productions. With all that said, if you're looking for some Halloween entertainment set right here in Salem this year, just stick with Hocus Pocus. If I were to rank Hubie Halloween on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 4. That's all we have for you today, Salem High. This has been the Salem High News, brought to you by the students of digital media. Take care, get educated, stay classy, and have a great, long weekend. No classes on Monday. We'll see you next Friday. Okay, now, how do we get rid of this backdrop?